Eso, la retroalimentación es muy importante, Gaby. ¿Sí me explico? O sea, la retroalimentación este, de qué es lo que están viendo es asegurarnos entre los dos y si hay que verlo constantemente, o sea, esto es un tema de supervisión y hay que hacerlo. Entonces yo lo que quiero es que lo veamos ya lo más pronto que podamos, ¿no? ¿Sí?
There is one other caller on the call.
Hi, Sam.
Dame un segundo. Hi, Kishori. Good evening.
Yeah, hi.
Morning for you.
Yeah, thanks. Good morning for you. Good evening for you.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah. So give me a couple of seconds, please.
Sure, no problem.
Entonces, lo que te digo es que básicamente es eso, güey. Es uno de los temas, ¿no? Y entre otros que te había dicho por ahí. Bueno. ¿Gaby? Entonces te comentaba eso, ¿no? Básicamente son esos temas y otros que te había puesto por ahí la semana pasada, ¿no? Pero más importante esto, ¿sí? Bueno, te dejo porque voy a entrar a conferencia. Igual y continuamos ya luego, o por ahí, si puedes venir el viernes por ahí, no sé. Sí, dale, cuídate. Ok, bye. Ready?
Yeah. I'll make you so. Yeah. Today we'll discuss about the TLB.
That's
Transport
correct.
Load Builder. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm ready.
Today we'll discuss about TLB.
Okay.
Transport Load Builder. Okay. What is the transport load builder is like after the deployment run, based on the deployment results, it will be converted into the TLB. TLB means like here, first we'll see the deployment what we have done. Deployment we have created between the source and the ship to party location. The same deployment orders, if we want to convert it into a sales order, we need to create a TLB. The TLB order what we create in APO will be transferred to the EC system and creates as a sales order. Okay, here when this TLB order is required is, as example, if you are producing some oils or any materials products that is using by some other companies for their production purpose or something else, or by the customers who are going to use that one. So they place in a sales order. Actually, initially, if they want any stock, they place in a sales order. So if we are continuously providing the same stock to a particular company or particular supermarket something, so here we do a planning based on their requirement. We do a forecasting, so that forecast will convert into a purchase requisitions and then implement order. So on behalf of them, we'll create a sales order, send it to goods will be sent. Once the sales order is converted to delivery and PGA, the goods will be sent to the customer. So that sales order either the customer has to place, or we can place through an APO system. So we have doing a forecast for that customer based on their requirement, based on their sales information, whatever they have placed with the company or used our products. So based on that, we have done a forecasting, and then we converted them into purchase requisitions and deployment. That the same now will convert into a TLB and send to the customer. Okay, that we'll see how we can do a TLB. So TLB is two types here. One is the TLB that we are discussing now, or TLB more useful will be done when any company implements a TPVS. TPVS module means transport and vehicle scheduling.
Okay. Transport.
Okay. In that module, if they implement that module, that will be what that module will do is it will check how many customers are there. So example, if you are distributing a goods, distributing your final products to the customers, so it will check in that particular city how many customers it has to send, which route it has to choose, from which customer first where he has to reach, and from there from which customer to which customer it should go, and finally which customer, like that it will find a route so that it will give a full efficient use of
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Because because you have to load the truck fully so that it will be fully utilized. So that will be done when you implement a TPVS. If you don't have a TPVS, we basically use this for creating our sales orders. So this where you will create a TLB is you have to go to the TLB view.
Okay. Basically, what I understood is the transportation load builder is to optimize on each transport how many goods I
Right.
can send or deliver to my customers.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so here that we are doing from API system itself. Otherwise, if a customer has to receive, how he will receive, he has to place a sales orders to the company. Then only the goods will be sent to the customer. So if he is a regular customer, then he will not place every time how much he required. So what we'll do instead of that one, instead of waiting for customer sales order, we only do a forecasting, and based on that we are creating a sales order and sending it. It's a mutual understanding between us and the customer. Once he receives, he will give the money after some time, maybe during full month it will calculate and how much he has consumed and how much money he will send to the company. That is a mutual understanding will be done. So here we'll do how to create a TLB for this ship. First of all, the load has to be done at a transportation lane, because it is a link between the customer and the source of supply, which is going to supply the goods. So we need to choose a transportation lane in the selection, and here there are destination location and source location. Destination location is which is going to receive this customer, source location is which is going to send. Sending location is 1000 here. Destination location here is, like example, customer 70.
Okay, sorry. Let me try to figure out about what we are using TLB. I understand the concept of TLB, but I cannot figure out why we include TLB here. And my appreciation is that we want to include in our planning all goods which are in stock transfer or in transport as well. Is that correct, or I'm not very accurate?
Me explaining this.
I mean,
Yeah.
if the reason that we are including the transportation load builder or transport lanes in the planning run in SNAP is because we want to include also all goods which are in transfer in that moment when we are executing the SNAP.
Yeah, that is also correct.
Okay.
Okay. So business reason is like you are producing some oils. Okay, that oil will be used on different companies. Okay. So here you have a vendor, sorry, you have customers of company A, company A. These are other companies B, C. So every month you will send goods which you are producing to these companies. Okay. So how you will send? How the agreement will be done? Initially, if you see in ACC, there should be a sales order. When you get a sales order from these customers, you will send the goods to these customers. These are the companies, but these are all customers for us. So when you get a sales order, then only you will send the goods to these customers. Maybe the goods may be on XYZ products. So this every month you are getting a sales order. These are the regular customers. So instead of waiting for their, because we are planning at this customer level also. Why we need to plan here? Because we need to know how much we need to produce. How much we need to produce means how you will calculate. So we estimate each customer requires how much of quantity. In the DP, they will estimate some, okay, customer A and B and C requires, A requires some 1,000 quantity in a month, 1,500 in the next one, and then 1,800 here. This is required 800 something. This we only estimates. Okay. Based on their how much they are purchasing all goods in the past his months. Based on that, they will do a forecasting. So they have estimated. And estimated figures are released to the SNP. Why we need to estimate is we need to know how much we need to produce. Like that, there are 3 customers here. 10 customers, maybe 100 customers will be there. All together, we'll get some figure. And we'll come to know, okay, in this month we need this much of quantity. So we'll keep ready, or we'll try to produce that much quantity. If we know in the 3rd month how much sales going to be, then we'll be prepared for producing that much of quantities. Otherwise, you will not meet the demand. So here we are estimating and we are producing. That is fine. So here, this we know this A customer is may not purchase exactly that much of 1,000 quantities, but it will maybe near to this 1,000. So instead of waiting for his sales order, yes, a sales order to a company, we only create a sales order and sends to the AA. So this may be split into a week wise. Each week we will send some 250 quantity. Then he accepts. Okay, if he doesn't accept 250. If he says that okay, 250 is too much, I may require in a week for 200, then we'll adjust our forecast in the next months. We'll reduce or we increase that. Keep on, we'll do. That is a continuous activity. But here, what is the process is, instead of their sales order, instead of waiting for their sales order, we only creating a requirement here and send the sales orders to this customer A. How will send this information? We are converting into a purchase requisition and the deployment, and this convert into a sales order. We will send to the, once the sales order is converted to delivery, the delivery will go to the customer A. So if we want to do our own planning, that by creating a sales order, that has to be done through a TLB order. Are you getting something here?
I'm following you, Harley, but I can reach something. Please go on.
Okay, it's basic thing is it's creating a sales order from APO system. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, because we are maybe if you are sending a to the customer, if you are sending in one truck, to make use full utilization of the truck, we use a TLB.
Okay.
Okay, so that here we'll see. First, we'll see how to create there. So here we do not see any deployment orders.
Usually,
This is
usually sales orders are coming from ECC, am I right?
which one?
Sales order. The sales order usually
Yes,
they're coming
exactly.
from ECC, and in this case,
sales order.
uh-huh.
So it will come from the ECC system. But if you are creating a make to stock scenario,
Okay.
you need to produce stock in advance.
Okay.
Make to order scenario, you will wait for the sales order, then only you will start the production.
Okay. To cover the stock levels, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But if it is a make to stock scenario, you have to keep the stock, enough stock to meet the demand. Whenever the sales order comes, you have to place that, you have to deliver that goods to them. Okay. So in that case, you need to prepare how much demand should going to be for the particular month.
Okay.
So that for that purpose, you may have to create a sales orders. So you anyhow you are creating a forecast for the customers, and you are preparing.
Okay.
Sorry, you are preparing a production out of that sales customers' demand. We are creating a sales order from APO system itself. So instead of waiting for customers' order.
Okay.
Okay, it's like a big companies. They will have a mutual agreement between the customers and us. So they will keep on sending the goods to him on a weekly basis.
Okay.
Okay, like example, you are producing some oils. You need the raw materials. Okay, raw materials. It is a continuous process for your production. Okay, so every month or every day you will not go and tell the supplier who is going to supply the raw materials, I need this much, I need this much. Because that is a continuous process. You can't wait placing in every time. So instead of that one, what we will tell, okay, vendor, please send this goods on a regular basis, weekly this much. And it may change it. It may change once a couple of months after a couple of months. If you feel that the raw materials are not enough, then you will ask the vendor to increase the quantity. Then he will keep on sends, and will in a monthly basis we may give the money to the vendor. So how we will place? We may have agreement for this much of quantity. So otherwise, if you don't have agreement, we have to place a sales orders to him, or a purchase requisitions, then it will convert into purchase order. So that will go into the vendor location as a sales order. and then he will respond to that sales order and send to the goods to us. So every time, instead of waiting to create a sales order, means every time we can't. It's a regular activity. We can't place an every time. The waste of time. So instead of that one, we ask the vendor to send the goods to every week this much of quantity, like that. Every week, some thousand of quantities. So what he will do, he will do a scheduling in his company that will be like a sales orders. He himself creates and sends to us. Why he will create a sales order means for his records. If he want to know how much sales he has done, he should know. That's why he will place a sales order on behalf of us in his company, in his software. Then he will send to us on a weekly basis. That is what we are doing. Like example, if we are vendor, we need to place a sales order on behalf of companies. That we are using here. So we are using a full utilization of the TLB truck. If you are sending a goods to that particular customer, how many products we need to include in that truck, how much we can make full use of that truck. Because if the truck capacity is 100%, then if you are sending every time 10%, then there is no use.
Yeah.
So we'll make use of it. That we'll do it here. Okay. So here the TLB will only convert a deployment order into TLB order. So here, if you do not have any deployment orders, then it will not convert.
Okay.
So maybe we need to create a deployment. Yeah. For every transportation lane, this TLB profile need to be assigned. First of all. So that we'll see. First, we'll create a deployment orders. Then we continue the TLB. There is no orders and there is no deployment orders. Maybe it's there in the. So I will delete them and creates deleting RLCDL. I'll change the deployment settings. Here for the example purpose, we changed yesterday. Yeah, it's fine. Now run the heuristic and then deployment run. Heuristic is done. So with the supplying plant, you will have a demand that we have to create a sales deployment run. Now then only that the orders will be available in the TLP view. Now this confirmed orders, this confirmed demand, distribution demand, able to see in the TLB view. It is blank. I'll refresh.
TLB profile not maintained to the transport.
Yeah. First of all, you have the orders. So here the TLB profile need to be maintained. Then only you can convert any deployment order into TLB. What is the TLB profile? Yes, we'll go into the TLB first. Here this is the TLB profile. So here we are telling this TLB profile means the truck capacity. How much the truck capacity that we have to define in this TLB profile. So if you have 3-4 trucks that you are using for transporting the goods, then you need to create a 3-4 TLB profiles. So that based on that you can create a TLB. So here in this one you have to mention how you are sending. Like example, you are producing a soaps. Soaps, how you will produce? It will be each pack will be there, so 1000 units. But when you are sending, you may be sending a box. Each box may contain 10 soaps. So that may be a pallet or something. Then that you have to define here. So it is having a capacity items, and one is 10 is the minimum quantity you can send, and maximum you can send 20. Because if it is doesn't reaching 10, you may not send minimum quantity. For one soap you cannot use a full truck. That's why you need some minimum capacity and maximum capacity. Okay, like that if you have a different unit of measure, that all of them you can mention. There are some certain rules for creating a TLB. So in that first rule you are mentioning PCs should be minimum 20 and maximum 20. Minimum 10, maximum 20. That is not matching, you can have a second rule. Each unit of measure should that is also minimum 10, maximum 20. Like that you can have a different rules. So wherever the rule matches, based on that it will create an order. Okay, and it will create an order using this one. So if it is not matching, means it may club all the products together. If the customer is going to sell, we are going to sell the goods, different products to the same customer, then all the products together it will club into one TLB order. So that TLB order when you go into the ECC system, it creates the sales order. That sales order will contain different products. Means in a one order you are sending a different products. Okay, so basically the TLB profile you have to define how the truck should be prepared. Minimum, maximum, how you are using a pallet or something. If you are using a pallet, a different unit of measure, that conversation means how many products is equal to one pallet, that you have to define the unit of measure in the material master. Where it is here, if you go to the material master, so this unit of measure, you need to define. And here the basic is kg. So how many kgs is equal to one pallet? That you have to define when you are going to define the same the TLB view, the TLB profile. Okay, so if you doesn't have anything, if you are manually converting a TLB, then you can create a TLB profile with full capacity, maximum 1 and full 9999. Then you can convert any order into TLB. So first we'll create a one profile. Okay, go to the change mode and on here. Yeah, this one we are creating sum underscore TLP and go here append rows. So you need to mention rule. See, rule 1. What is the description here? Whether the pieces are weight, based on what basis you are getting it.
Pallets is there?
Yeah, it's there. Palette says. So minimum how much? Here you need to measure. You need to lower limit and upper limit you have to give.
It's 10 each
Sorry,
in the pallet.
Not
10
yeah.
each in the pallet. Okay.
Yes, it is less than and greater than you have to mention here.
Yeah. What is the meaning that you can put more than certain quantities, or no
Less
lower
than
limit?
or equal to 10 and then
Okay.
greater than or equal to 1000 or some. Yeah, we'll take 10,000, 10,000 and unit of measure. Got stuck. Pallets. So first of all, you need to define that what is the pallet. How many kgs is equal to one pallet that you define. So first one rule is over. You can have like second rule also. You don't have a pallets matching, then go
Okay.
with the second rule. Here maintain with the RA weight. Your weight we are using as a kgs. Kg. So this we have a rule. Now, first of all, I need to define this pallet. The here two. I will take a very less code. PAL is equal to 1. Sorry, kgs is equal to yeah. So now we have a TLP profile. So this TLP profile we need to assign in the transportation lane. In the means of transport you to assign TLP. I'm just some other profile. Place it. Yeah. Once done, save this. Like that we have another customer. That one also maintain the same profile. Double click TLP profile. Save. So I'll go to the TLB view. I'm going back. TLB view. Select the transportation lane, header, then destination location and source location. Source location is 1000. Destination is just 70. So here you have a different deployment orders. These deployment orders you can convert into TLB manually or through a background TLB run. If it is manually, just right click here, any deployment order, and just convert entire quantity or partial.
Okay.
Once you convert it to TLB, it is not matching the TLB profile or something. What is some error issue? Let me check if I am missing. In the location master also this TLB, this ship to parties you need to create as a VMI customers. 70. Maintain. You need to maintain so to party here. But that is not the issue, it looks like. Let me choose another one. Yeah, this is also may not match with the. Yeah, here it said it was converted. I check the other one why it is not. So like this you can convert a deployment order into a TLB. So once this TLB sends into the EC system, it will create as a sales order. So here we have only one product, but if you have a different products, all clubbing different products together, also you can create one TLB order. This is a manual of creation. If you want to send done this as through the background job, then run here the TLB, start TLB. System itself will convert these deployment orders to TLB orders. Here the first quantity is 16,000 is there. No pallet assignment to product. Okay, there is no pallet assignment. It is not finding a pallet assignment.
Maybe because in the alternatives you need to measure in the products, so we need
Yeah.
to define a unit of measure of pallets.
Yes. But I thought
Yeah,
created.
actually.
I thought.
Wow.
This is the one we have done. We have given in the TLP profile and the same when here. Yeah, one more thing is for the PC also we need to convert from pilot to PC. So one maybe it has to automatically picks because say let's see. No, it has already good. Your clip. Okay. Yeah. If we are doing a manual converting through the TLP profile, TLP run.
Ah, where you create this product location, this product, the source location to, 1000 is this destination location because 80.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's correct. But it is showing no pilot assignment to product. It's maybe it has not picked. I will go back and you can go directly to the TLP. I will check that later. But timing, what we'll do, we'll remove the alert from the TLP profile.
sure, no problem.
Yeah, but let's try last time.
Okay.
What I will do is I will remove the palette from the profile and then Now it has converted. Previously it was not converted. Maybe the palette some issues like that. I will check later.
Hey, what?
Even though we have,
Now it works.
yeah, it has converted all the deployment orders into TLB. And one more thing, if you observe, the first order it was with some 16,000 something or 20,000 something is there. So that same order it has split into two different 4 orders, because your TLB profile maximum capacity is 5,000. You can load up to 5,000 only. If you go to this TLB profile, so here the maximum capacity you can load is 5,000. Minimum is 10, maximum is 5,000. The same order is having with quantity some 16,000. So that's why it has split into 4 orders. Some 20,000 change was there, so it was split into 4 orders, and the remaining order is split another TL. Okay, and all the different orders. But you can ask one question here: why can't it club all these 1,000 into 5,000 quantities? The one order, because the dates also should match. This order is required on the 9th day, this order is required on the 11th day, 14th day, like that. On the same day, if we have a different products, this is only one product we are running. If you have a different products, then we'll club all the different products into one order till it reaches 5,000 quantity. If it doesn't reaches, it will create with the existing order itself. But if it will try to reach till 5,000 quantity, the condition should be on the same day should have a requirement. Not only for this product, if you have other products also, the same day it will club together. So if it doesn't have anything, it will just create a TLB order. Once this TLB orders are transferred to ECC system, it will create a sales orders. But for that one, you need to create this ship to party in ECC system as well, and assign some sales organization. Some SD configuration should be done for this ship to party. Then only you're able to see.
Okay.
The SD configuration is done for this ship to party, then you can able to see. But here we have not an SD configuration, so it is order not transferred to the SD. But as a API part, this is the thing. So here you are converting through a TLB run. So this you are running in a planning book. If you want to do the same in the background top, so go here, TLB, just define the planner, anything you can give here. Look, planning book what we have chosen in data view, and then choose a dates from which date to which date it has to convert into a TLB order, or which date to which dates orders it has to convert into TLB. You don't want to convert all the TLBs which is in the 3 months future. Maybe choose for the current month. Maybe 1 month period you will choose and convert into TLB. So here give the selection IDs to run, and then you can run through a simulation version also. Here if I want to give 1,000 is the source, destination is the cust 80. The planning book here is this. The same standard planning book I am using. Here we are running in a simulation version. Simulation version means it will not actually creates. It will show how the order is going to be once the TLB runs. And date is 01 030901 30 2014. Execute. Oh, TLB run data in the selected horizon. It is not finding any orders in that horizon. Maybe because let's see. its all orders are there. See here, but still it is showing as a orders. It is unable to find, but I will check again some strange behavior.
No problem, my friend. Actually, it's getting late,
Yeah.
so would you mind if we continue with this
Okay.
class tomorrow?
Sure.
Okay,
Tomorrow we can continue.
fine.
So yeah, continue tomorrow. Okay.
So in the meantime, you can fix these issues, and then you can show me tomorrow at the same
Sure.
time.
Yeah. We'll see tomorrow. Same. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Kishore. See you
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.